No matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, here's a place where you can take comfort in the knowing that whether if you've come to stay a while or just passing through, this door is open to you. Come and let's be silent. Come and share a hug. Come, let's pray together. Come, love and be loved. From the blissed out to the turned out, from the pampered to the abused, this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you. If there's some kind of trouble or pain you're going through, know that you are not alone and someone cares for you. As an individualization of divine point of view, this door is open to you. This door is open. This door right here, this door is open to you. Is open for you. This door is open to you. This door is open. I'm talking about this door. This door is open. I said this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white or gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you.
Good morning. I love that song by Eddie Watkins Jr. This door is open for you. My name is Rev Darlene Strickland, and I'm delighted to join with you from wherever you are. You're joining with a group of people who are committed to personal awakening, to living from that awareness, and to be in a presence of global awakening. And it warms my heart that there are people around this globe joining with us right now. I want to thank you for that. Also, if you are local, if you check out our website, we have some good news. Next Sunday, which is Easter Sunday, Resurrection Sunday, we will be resurrecting our in-person services at a dramatically reduced number. So you will need to register in advance because we can only accommodate so many people safely. But little by little, we are beginning to come back starting next Sunday. So, and we are as committed as ever to our live stream. That will stay alive and well. We're delighted to be able to do this. So I want to invite you to join with an opening prayer as we step into spring together. As we turn our awareness within this morning, we do so in the spirit of yes. There is one life presence, one power expressing in and through and as all creation. We join in that awareness today in the truth of who we are. Today we explore, what does it truly mean to be kind, to know the compassion of your own heart, and to express that compassion with intention? We open our hearts to this message today and to the many blessings that are right here, right now. And for the sacred time together, we're truly grateful. Thank you, God, and so it is. Amen. I had the opportunity last week to take a week off and really enjoy the time of rest and relaxation. And I reached out to someone that I know and admire, someone that I have invited and who has been to the congregations where I've served, not yet here, but we're planning for her to come here. And that someone is Karen Drucker. She's been a singing mermaid, a singing casket, and was literally elevator music in an elevator. She's been the music director for 3 different New Thought churches, has an honorary doctorate degree from the Centers for Spiritual Living, and has won the Grace Notes Award from the Unity Movement. She has over 20 CDs, a book, and Karen is just an amazing individual. I would describe her as deeply honest, full of heart, and truly humorous. For many of you, it may be the first time hearing from her and seeing her directly, but we enjoy her music all the time. The songs, I breathe in, I breathe out. The song, you are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You may remember her song, There is only love. Or you may like her song, I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I am. Or one of my favorites by her, I send my love over the mountain. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heaven, and it returns to me. We enjoy these songs, and you know, to write that kind of song is a prayer from the heart. And my friends, I am so excited today for you to meet Karen Drucker, to experience her in song and in word. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to her as she joins with us from California. Welcome, Karen Drucker.
Good morning, Unity of the Blue Ridge. Reverend Darlene, everybody there. It's Karen Drucker coming to you here from San Francisco. I'm thrilled to be with you in this way. I wish I could be there in person, but this is the next best thing. So I'm thrilled that I can be with you today. So how are you? So here's the thing with anything that I do. This is my magic wand that says you could sing. So I'm going to sing you a song right now. The chorus I think you can pick up on. So sing along with me. So the words of the song, my religion is kindness and my church is nature. My God is a feeling that lives deep inside. My job is to be conscious. My path is forgiveness. Oy. And my religion is kindness and I practice it every day. I practice it. So I'm going to be talking about that in my talk. But are you ready? You ready to sing? Ready? Here we go. And it's the wrong song. Here we go. My religion is kindness, and my church is nature. My God is a feeling that lives deep inside. My job is to be conscious. My path is forgiveness. My religion is kindness, and I practice it every day. Now everyone has a story. Everyone has pain. When you strip away their mask, they find that we're really all the same. It's those little things we say and do that can mean so much. It's a smile, a connection, a simple love and touch. My religion is kindness. My church is nature. My God is a feeling that lives deep inside. My job is to be conscious. My path is forgiveness. My religion is kindness, and I practice it every day. Every day. Now, today I'm gonna ask myself, what more can I do? What can I do now? To be a radiant child of God and let my love shine through. I'll let my heart be my guide to give the best of me. I'm gonna share my love, share my joy, give it boundlessly. My religion is kindness. My church is nature. My God is a feeling. Lives deep inside. My job is to be conscious. My path is forgiveness. My religion is kindness. Go to practice it every day. Every day. up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Well, then Jack fell down and broke his crown. Jill came running after. Said, Jack, tell me, what can I do to help ease your mind? He said, hold my hand and just be kind. I know I'll be fine. Religion is kindness. My church is nature. My God is a feeling. Live so deep inside. Job is to be conscious. My path's forgiveness. My religion is kindness. I'm gonna practice it every day. Every day. My religion is kindness. And my church is nature. And my God is this feeling. Live so deep inside. My job is to be conscious. My path's forgiveness. My religion is kindness. I'm gonna practice it every day. Every day. My religion is kindness. I'm gonna practice it every day. I'm gonna practice it. Will you practice it? Every day. Every day. Amen. Thank you. So I'm gonna practice it every day. My religion is kindness, and I'm gonna practice it every day. Does that seem hard? Does the word practice kind of make you go, ugh? But what about if we reframe practice as a spiritual practice, as that place that every day you're going to choose to be kind? So that's what I'm going to talk to you about today, is the idea that every moment, every day that we wake up, we have a choice of being kind. And you know, one of the things I love to do, one of the practices I do in all my retreats, all my workshops, is I have everyone put their hand over their heart. And you close your eyes, you take a deep breath, and you say, what does my heart have to say today? What does my heart have to say? And you listen to whatever comes up. And you know, what I love to do as a practice is choose a word. What does my heart have to say today? Today my word will be. And when I choose kind, what I mean by that is being kind to myself first, and then being kind to other people. Because when I'm kind to myself first, my cup is overflowing and I can give to them. So the Dalai Lama said, this is my religion. There's no need for temples, no need for complicated philosophy. Our own brain, our own hearts is our temple. And that philosophy is kindness. So today I want to talk to you about things that you already know. You know this stuff already, but I'm going to remind you. I'm just going to remind you of what it's like when we take the time to be kind to ourselves and look at other people and be kind to them. Because I'll tell you, for me personally, I feel like this is my mission this year. You know, I read a quote from our new president who said, it's every act of kindness. Anytime you do something that says, I see you as another human being, and we're going to do this one person at a time. And I heard that and I thought, you know, that is really what I want my mission to be. With my songwriting, with everything I sing, with everything I talk about, that I'm coming from a place of kindness because I truly believe that that's what's going to heal our world. So in this time of wackiness, of COVID and all this, I have been collecting stories that just I thought were sweet and really helped me make it through the hard times for me. And I found this one story that I had to share with you. Well, a few stories actually, but this one in particular I just love. So there was this little girl, 4 years old, in Belgium. And when she found out that there were people in COVID, that members of her community that couldn't get out, that they weren't seeing anybody, that they were just by themselves, she decided her mission was she was going to write a letter or a card or make a pretty picture for someone every single day. And she had her route. She would deliver her little cards to all the different people in her neighborhood. And at one point she said to her mom, she said, you know, I'm seeing the postman walk around and he's got a little case and he's got his official outfit. I think I need an outfit too. So her mom thought this was so adorable, and she wrote to the local postmaster and said, my daughter's delivering these letters every day. Is there anything you could do? Well, she must have gotten a kind person who was in that post office that decided that they were going to take it upon themselves to do this. And they made her a little outfit and gave her a little bag. And so this is 4-year-old Luna, check this out, that she does this every day. She's got her official little outfit. And I love this quote that she said, that she says, I occasionally take breaks at the jungle gym, but I end my workday feeling very satisfied. I'm tired, but I'm very happy. Do you love that? And here's another one. So a little boy left his Buzz Lightyear toy on a plane on Southwest Airlines. And he was so upset and he was crying, but the flight had already left. And, obviously the parents let the Southwest know that, they were looking for this little toy. Well, the flight attendants on that flight decided that they were going to do more than just return the toy. And they wrote that when they returned the toy, there were all these pictures of where Buzz Lightyear had gone on his 3-day adventure with these flight attendants. They had all these pictures of Buzz in front of the plane, in front of all these different places, and they wrote him a little note saying to the boy, Dear Commander Ben, I am very excited to return to you upon completing my mission. I was able to explore the airport and spaceport in Little Rock, Arkansas. While I was away, I have included photos of my adventure, but I'm so thankful to return to my favorite buddy, to infinity and beyond, your buddy, Buzz. And so these flight attendants wrote up this thing, returned it, and the little boy literally thought that Buzz had gone off on this adventure without him, and he felt perfectly fine about that. And then I have another one. This is a little bit more personal, that I had a friend of mine who went through the same thing I went through last March. That, when March happened and COVID hit, all my gigs for the whole year just went up in smoke. It was just like goodbye for all my income. And I was pretty freaked out. But I had a friend that I saw recently at a grocery store, and he's this very well-known musician. He in that time freaked out and said, I've got to make money right now. And so what he did is he went to, he just was looking in all the papers for a job, and the one job that he could find was being the person who wipes down the carts and gives them to people when they come in for their grocery shopping. And at the beginning of this, he felt really humiliated and, what am I, where's my life that I'm just, collecting the carts in this mall. And one day he gave the cart off to some woman and he just said, Hi, how are you? And this woman lit up like a Christmas tree. And she said, you're the first person who's asked me that. I live by myself and no one talks to me. And you're the first person who actually sincerely just asked me how I was. Thank you for that. And in that moment, and this is what transformation can be, it was like one of those aha moments, that in that moment he got it. That this job was far more than just bringing the people their grocery carts all disinfected. That he was a light bearer. He was a kindness hero. I don't even know what I would call him, but he was there. He was this person who was going to show kindness to every single person who walked in that door. And by doing that, he changed their lives, changed their day, changed their attitude. But what it did for him, and this is really what kindness is, sometimes it can be kind of a selfish thing, that what it did for him is it opened his heart. And it changed him. And I saw him recently, and he said that this has been the greatest job he's ever had. He's gone home and written songs about it, but he feels like every day he shows up in this consciousness of kindness and makes a difference to each person who walks in that door. Isn't that amazing? And that's what it is. Kindness can be the smallest thing. The smallest thing. But it's a choice that we make. It's a choice that we make, and the first choice we need to make, I think, is being kind to ourselves. And one of the things I think is so important is to listen to what you say. listen to what you say to yourself. Because when you say things that are mean, or you're not thinking, you're not caring about yourself, and you go, oh God, I feel fat, I look terrible, my hair, my this, oh, I can't do math, I can't sing, I can't. Anytime you say an I can't, what I do in all of my workshops is I have a little game. It's called Drop and Give Me 20. And what this says is that every time you say something mean to yourself, you have to just drop into your heart, into your soul, into the place that knows the truth about who you are. It's not your inner critic. It's not those voices that say you're not good enough, you're not this enough, you're not that enough. If only you would have done this, you'd be doing, blah, 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 blah. That you drop into that place in your heart that knows the truth about you. And you give yourself a compliment. You say, well, if let's just say you said, I'm doing my taxes. I can't do math. I'm just terrible at taxes. I can't do this. What you do is you just take a breath. You drop into your heart and you say, what is the truth about me? Well, the truth about me is I am smart. The truth about me is I can figure it out. The truth about me is I can ask for help. The truth about me is I've done this before. I can do it again. The truth about me is my inner critic is just running old tapes, and I know that there's a new truth. And you say to that inner critic, back off. Actually, I know I can't even see you, but I want you all to do this. Everyone just go, back off. Are you doing it? Tell that inner critic, back off. The truth is, I know. Here's what I say to my inner critic. I know you are there. I hear what you say, but that is not my truth today. And you have to go into that place of truth in your heart to give yourself that compliment, that knowing. I have a song, I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. And I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. Sing that with me once. I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself, and I will hold myself, and I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. I will be easy on myself. I will love myself like a newborn child. I mean, when I wrote that song, I had done exactly what I'm talking about here, that I had done something really stupid, and I was beating myself up so badly. And I thought, well, I'm going to call my friend and maybe she can give me advice. And I called up my friend. I said, you wouldn't believe this stupid thing I did. And she said, stop. I will not have you talk to my friend that way. She said, would you ever imagine speaking to a child the way you're speaking to yourself right now? Would you ever imagine a child just trying to stand up and walk for the first time, and you'd be going, come on, you wouldn't do that. You would be going, come on, you can do it. Sweet thing. Come to me. You can do this. So it's the same thing. When we can take that time every morning to fill ourselves up with gratitude for ourselves, and it's vulnerable and it's awkward and we're not used to doing it. We're not used to complimenting ourselves. We can give kindness to other people. We can give compliments to other people, but how much do we do it for ourselves? I mean, you know that song. How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. So when you give that gift to yourself of filling up your own soul, you can then look at other people and give to them because you're coming from a full cup of kindness. I was getting my hair done recently. Yes, I get my hair done. Thank God I was able to get it red again. And the joys of a hairdresser. But I went to my friend Anne, who's a fabulous hairdresser, and she taught me such a beautiful gift of what kindness is, especially right now. That there was a woman who was in the next chair, 6 feet away from me, and she was getting her hair cut while my hair was baking in redness. I was listening to her, and she was telling Anne all about that her husband had cancer, and she was the only caregiver, and she couldn't have anyone else come into the house because of COVID, and how she was doing this all by herself and how hard it was for her. And my friend did the most beautiful thing, the most simple thing. She said, "Tell me more. Tell me more. What else? What else?" And this woman just, you could feel this was like the only place that she had done this, where she had really talked. And while Anne was doing her hair, she just was saying about how hard it was and what the challenges were, but also how she was grateful for certain things. And she didn't even realize that getting her hair cut that day was really a therapy session. That when she walked out of there, she was perfectly coiffed. She was an older lady, and she was just looked perfect. But I'm thinking, as she was walking down the street, does anyone know what's going on with her, especially behind that mask? This is what we need right now, is to reach out to each other. I love this quote: "Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle." And I love this. I found this reading also that I want to share with you. You never really know the true impact you have on those around you. You never know how much someone needed that smile you just gave them, even underneath your mask. You never know how much your kindness turns someone's entire life around. You never know how much someone needed that long hugs, or that deep talk. So don't wait to be kind. Don't wait for someone else to be kind first. Don't wait for better circumstances or for someone to change. Just be kind, because you never know how much someone needs it. When I read that, I think about a story that I had years ago. I was standing in Costco in the toilet paper section, about to get my toilet paper. And my mother had just passed, I think, about 3 or 4 months earlier. And for those of you who have had people pass, you know how, you could be fine 1 minute, and then all of a sudden, I call it the wave. All of a sudden, this wave comes up of emotion. And, you get to a point where it's like, okay, nothing I can do, ride the wave. And in that moment in Costco, I just felt the wave coming, and all of a sudden there was nothing I could do. I just sat there and I just cried. And I wasn't sobbing. I had my head down, and I was just silently weeping and just letting that wave happen. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, I'm in my experience, but all of a sudden I felt someone's hand just do this to me on my shoulder, on my back. That's it. They just gave a little tap. And in that moment, it just felt like someone was saying, "I see you. I hear you." Maybe they'd been there before. I know what you're going through. And I let the wave pass. And when I dried my tears, I just looked around and there was nobody there. But that's the key right there, is that we're just there for each other. Brene Brown has this great quote: "The way we will make it through this is connection. We are hardwired for connection." And having that person just say, I see you, I hear you, made all the difference in the world to me. And I was able to go on with my day. I have a friend who, this just shows the power of the smallest act of kindness. I have a friend who would get so irritated every morning with her husband, Jerry, because Jerry would cut his bagel in half, and all the sesame seed bagel seeds would just fall all over the kitchen counter. And every morning, she would come in and say, "Jerry, could you just clean up the bagel things, just all the seeds, just wipe the seeds off the counter for me when I come to get my coffee. Is that too much to ask?" And every morning he wouldn't do it. And every morning she started her day angry. But again, this is what enlightenment is, to just have that aha moment where this one morning she looked at his bagel seeds, and before she started to get angry, she realized, but you know what? When I see these bagel seeds, it means he's still here. He had had some health challenges and, he was doing better. But in that moment, she realized, what good does it do to hold on to anger when one day those bagel seeds might not be here? And in that moment, she blessed the seeds and she never, ever mentioned it again. So I leave you with one more story. And it's about really how when we are kind to other people, that it's vulnerable. It's vulnerable. You don't know how it's going to be received. And we get a choice of we can either hold back or we can take that chance and put our hand out and say, I see you. So there was a man having lunch one day, and he noticed another woman, an elderly woman, who came and sat in the booth right next to him, and she was all dressed up, and she had a little corsage, and she was like in her Sunday best. And in that moment, he had this hit, like he wanted to go and say something to her. But again, that vulnerability, it's like he started to make the motion, and then all of a sudden, her family came in, and the grandkids all were running in, Grandma, Grandma. And in that moment, he sat back down and said, no, it felt too funny. And so he had his lunch, and he started to walk out, and he walked past this booth. And as he walked past, he got a feeling. It was a little tap on his shoulder saying, go back. And as awkward as he felt in that moment, he went, okay. And he just followed the intuition. And he came back to the booth, and he knelt down in front of the woman, and he said, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to interrupt your lunch, but I just really wanted to just say something to you. And when you walked in earlier, I just noticed you, and I just wanted to say, you just look so beautiful today. And the color that you're wearing, it just brings out your eyes, and you just look really beautiful. And I just wanted to say that to you. And I said, I'm so sorry, so sorry to interrupt. And he started to walk away, and she said, no, come back, please. She said, thank you for saying that to me. Because the truth is, today is my 1-year anniversary of my husband passing away. And these are my grandchildren and my family all celebrating that I've made it for a year. And what you said to me is exactly what my husband would have said to me today. So they both had a little moment. And he walked away. And in that moment, he realized he got the gift. That gift of pushing past that vulnerability to connect with someone. Because the truth is, we are just all really here to connect with each other, especially now in these times. So I leave you with this little thought. All we can do is be there for each other in these times when we don't know what to do. All we can do is be there for each other and help each other through. Can you sing that with me? All we can do is be there for each other in these times when we don't know what to do. All we can do is be there for each other and help each other through. So I'm going to give you homework right now. I want you to think about this week. And here's the question. If I were kind to myself this week, what would I do? What is one kind thing you can do for yourself this week? Just take the first thing that comes up. And the next question is, if I were to be kind to someone else, what would I do this week? One small thing, one small act of kindness. What could you do for them? And then let's take it out a little bit bigger. For the community, for the world, for the people in your church, whatever. What is one act of kindness that you could do for a bigger community. So for yourself, for someone you love, and for the world, what would you do? Because the truth is, all we can do is be there for each other and help each other through. Thank you for listening. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you got something out of this today. Hope you can be kind to yourself. And I'm going to turn it back over to Reverend Darlene. So thank you all for listening. Hope to see you soon. Be kind. Thanks.
Wow, Karen, all we can do is be there for each other. Her heart, her honesty, her humor, I love those stories. And most of all, Karen, I just appreciate you and your willingness to share. I want to thank you for joining us today. I hope you have enjoyed Karen as much as I did this morning. And as I mentioned earlier in the service, next Sunday is Easter. It is hard to believe it is Easter, and it's even more difficult for me to wrap my mind around the fact it's been over 1 year, since we've been able to gather together. And Resurrection Sunday, we will be opening the doors again. I should say we'll be opening our website for reservation. I trust you understand that we can only accommodate a smaller number with our seating spaced out. We'll have safety measures in place. We're asking you to wear a mask until you're comfortably seated. But because of the limited numbers, we will need you to register in advance. So if you go to our website, unityblueridge.org, if you're in the area and would like to come, you can register, and there'll also be some seating available outside. So you'll register for either or, inside or outside. Our live stream will be just as strong as ever. So we want to thank you for joining us this week. We want to send you off with another song to wrap it up. We're going to step back in time. A Sunday when Paula Hanke, an artist from Asheville, was with us, and she sang that song, Always Be Humble and Kind. And I think that just ties up what Karen talked about beautifully. May you be blessed, and may you know you are a blessing. Thank you.
There's a light that glows by the front door. Don't forget the keys under the mat. Childhood star shine, always stay humble and kind. Go to church 'cause your mama says to. Visit grandpa every chance that you get. It won't be a waste of time. Always stay humble and kind. Hold the door, say please, say thank you. Don't steal, don't cheat, and don't lie. Know you got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. When the dreams you're dreaming come to you, when the work you put in is realized, let yourself feel the pride, but always stay humble and kind. Don't expect a free ride from no one. Don't hold a grudge or a chip, and here's why. Bitterness keeps you from flying. Always stay humble and kind. Know the difference between sleeping with someone you love. I love you ain't no pickup line. So always stay humble and kind. Hold the door, say please, say thank you. Don't steal, don't cheat, and don't lie. I know you got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. When the dreams you're dreaming come to you, when the work you put in is realized, let yourself feel the pride, but always stay humble and kind. Yeah. When it's hot, eat a root beer popsicle. Shut off the AC and roll the windows down. Let that summer sunshine always stay humble and kind. Don't take for granted the love this life gives you. When you get where you're going, don't forget to turn back round. Help the next one in line. Always stay humble and kind. Hold the door, say please, say thank you. Don't steal, don't cheat, and don't lie. You got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. Oh, when the dreams you're dreaming come to you, when the work you put in is realized, let yourself feel the pride, but always stay humble and kind. Let yourself feel the pride, but always stay humble and kind. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.